Connecting to SQL Server using SSMS. In this video, we will learn what is SSMS and connecting to SQL Server using SSMS. What is SSMS? SSMS stands for SQL Server Management Studio. It is the graphical user interface for SQL Server. SQL Server Management Studio is used to manage both SQL Server instances and its databases with ease, efficiency, and speed, including out-of-the-box security features. SSMS is not a client tool and not a server by itself. Any number of developer machines can connect to SQL Server using SSMS. Let's see where the SQL Server Management Studio is installed in our system. So when you click on Window button, click on All Program, and here you will find SQL Server 2014, and here SQL Server 2014 Management Studio. Just click on it, it will open. Right, so this is the SQL Server Management Studio. If you have one database server, so n number of developer machine you can connect with one database server. How to connect to SQL Server using SSMS? There is a two-way to connect with SSMS: Windows authentication, SQL Server authentication. First, in server type, you will select database engine. In the server name, you will pass the name of your server. You can pass it local like this as well. And the second thing, you can pass it which you given the server name at the time of installation. In authentication, you will find two options: Windows authentication and SQL Server authentication. If you did your installation using Windows authentication, that time you don't need to give any login ID and password. But at the time of installation, if you selected SQL Server authentication, so in that case you have to pass login and password. Alright, let's see how can we connect in our system. So here you will select database engine, then you will select the server name. So this is my server name, and the authentication. If you select SQL Server authentication, then you have to pass this user ID password. And if you select Windows authentication, that time you don't need to give any user ID password. So which authentication you will give from here, that depend what you had selected at the time of installation. Alright. So now I have passed the server name and I selected authentication as well. Now connect this. Alright. So this is your SQL Server Management Studio. So here you will find databases, security, all these objects are here. So here you will find some system databases and all. Now if you want to store some database over here, so Microsoft give you its own database, which is a sample database that you can find from their own site. So first you will come on microsoft.com site, and here you will find AdventureWorks sample database. You can download it as per the version of your SQL Server. I have installed 2014, so I downloaded this AdventureWorks 2014. Let's see how can we import this in our SQL Server Management Studio. So I have this database here in E drive, AdventureWorks 2014 backup. Copy this file and move it here, program files. Here you will find SQL Server, and here you will find your MS SQL 12.SQL Express. Inside this you will find backup, and here copy your backup file. Alright, so I copied here. So how you will restore your AdventureWorks database over here? Right click on database. First you can see there is no AdventureWorks database. So right click on database, then click on restore database. From here, select device, and from here click on browse button, then add, and here you will find your backup file, and then OK. Now once you added over here, first verify backup media, right, and then click on OK button. Database AdventureWorks 2014 restored successfully. Okay. Now come here. Here you will find the refresh button. You can refresh it. And here you will find your AdventureWorks 2014. So click over here, and then here you will find all the objects of this database: table, view, synonyms, programmability, service broker, storage, security. Click on the table. You will find all the inbuilt table over here. So this is how you can restore your AdventureWorks 2014 database. And what is the use of this? You can use this AdventureWorks 2014 database for practicing your queries. So in this tutorial, what we had learned what is SSMS and how to connect SQL Server using SSMS, and how to restore AdventureWorks 2014 backup file into SQL Server Management Studio. Thank you.